Alright guys, we are back with some more MX versus ATV Legends, and today we have a new update that brings us a bunch of really good stuff to the game. Some of it normal, what we usually would get with a new patch for the game, while some of it is pretty crazy, a really big, wild, impressive feat, if you will, by Rainbow Studios. So we have a bunch to go over, let's just jump into it and check it out. First up, we have the 2025 Monster Energy Supercross Replica Track Pack DLC winding down with just a few tracks missing, which we will be getting very soon. Like I said, the DLC is winding down with just a few tracks we're missing, a handful of tracks, and today we get Philadelphia and Daytona. Yes, Daytona, the 2025 official Replica Daytona track. And then next Tuesday, we get East Rutherford and Pittsburgh. And then the following Tuesday, we get Denver and Salt Lake to wrap up the Monster Energy Supercross Replica Track Pack DLC. Now, also on Tuesday, the 2025 Gas Bike Pack DLC will be available to purchase if you want. With this DLC, you will get at least one gear set and some graphics kits for the bike that would be exclusive for just this DLC. And also, the 2025 Husky Bike Pack DLC will be available as well. Same goes for this Bike Pack DLC, the gear set, the graphics kits, the exclusive stuff for this DLC Bike Pack. There has been 21 new custom colors added to the game for the color customizable gear, parts, stuff like that. Now for new gear, we get JT Racing, which is brand new to the game, and we get some 90s inspired retro throwback gear sets here. Very, very cool. I used it in the video. Very happy with this stuff. Always good to see retro stuff brought into the game. The 2025 YZ gets a Rival Inc. graphics kit. The Kawasaki gets a Rival Inc. Retro USA kit. And to wrap it up, they did do some physics changes to the experimental 450 Pro Physics bike. They changed the way the bike moves in the air. They slowed it down a bit, made it feel a bit heavier, and then they adjusted on the tire slip and suspension, which should help with cornering or improve cornering and make it a little bit easier to climb really, really steep hills. And then they also did adjust or redo the automatic transmission. So they have the speed-based upshift logic, which I don't know what that really means. It is better, in my opinion. We'll talk about it at the very end of the video, but they're always trying to improve the automatic transmission, whether it's for this bike or, the regular physics in the game. So real quick here before we jump into Daytona, which is what you really want to see probably, I want to show you the 90s inspired retro JT Racing gear. You see the jerseys here. Some of them would be color customizable, and then I want to show you the pants to match them. Some of them, again, same as a jersey, would be color customizable. This is very cool gear. Very happy with it. It turned out really good, and happy to see Rainbow Studios bringing it into Legends here. And now, I don't know if I mentioned it, but you also get the gloves. So you get the full setup, all of it. For the 90s retro throwback feel. And real quick here, the Rival Inc. Stock 25 graphics kit for the YZ and the Rival Inc. Retro USA kit for the Kawasaki. Now, moving on to the exciting part, the part you probably want to see the most, what you want to try the most, would be 2025 Daytona. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe we've ever had a Daytona Supercross replica in any MX vs. ATV game officially. Yes, we've seen, mods and different MX vs. ATV games, but not officially. We've had the 2017 replicas in Encore, but we didn't get Daytona, and then we've had them in this game. And we didn't get Daytona until now. And I would have to imagine that probably, working out the agreement and stuff like that probably wasn't easy. So my hat goes off to Rainbow Studios for putting this together. I mean, they have went the distance to get the full 17 official tracks. And you might say, well, we see it in different games. Maybe, but In MX versus ATV, we don't get Daytona. We just don't get Daytona. It doesn't happen. And to have it here is amazing. Now, to talk about the track, it is incredible. I don't do it justice because I'm not good enough at the game to really do the track justice like I was trying to say. It is so good. The feel of Daytona is there, the atmosphere, the graphics, the environment, incredible. It is rough, it is bumpy, it is ruddy, and that isn't even with the terrain deformation. Imagine the maximum terrain deformation in a multiplayer lobby on this track. It is going to get crazy. There is so many different, lines you can take. Every rhythm section has 2, 3, maybe more different ways you can take them. These rhythm sections are incredible. They're fun. It is a challenging track. It is the best replica so far. From 2024 now into 2025, not just because it's Daytona, it just feels like the detail and the time they spent testing and making this track was more than any other track. That might not be true, but it feels that way. It is so well done. I have no complaints. It is incredible. If anything, it's actually kind of difficult. It should be. But very cool. Very happy to see Daytona in MX versus ATV. I mean, happy doesn't describe it. It is so cool. And I'd be curious to see how you guys feel about it. If you have played it, do you enjoy it? Is it your favorite track? Is it difficult in your opinion? Is it easy in your opinion? Is it the best track? Not the best track? I'd be really curious to see how you guys feel about it. And if you don't have it, just seeing the gameplay, what are your thoughts and opinions on it? Just from a viewer standpoint, not having played it, or even if you have it but you haven't gotten around to playing it yet, how you think it looks. Now, moving on to Philadelphia, I know Daytona is a very, very impossible act to follow. It really is, but Philadelphia is a good track. It's a really good track. I mean, there's multiple different ways you can take it. It feels good. It's tough. I mean, there is one line here that is very difficult for me to get. It's coming up. Here we have the finish line, and then we hit the whoops here. They're really big, kind of a short section, but then there's a triple. While I do kind of get it here, I know I didn't get a great run through the whoops, but that triple is tough, and there's a bunch of ruts in every corner. It's not a difficult track. I know I didn't hit it the best. I didn't have a ton of time to test it. What I'm really excited to do is go back to Daytona and try to, do better, get a perfect lap in. But Philadelphia was really well done here, and I really don't have too many complaints. So we do get 2 more tracks this Tuesday. I mentioned it already, but if you didn't catch it, and then the following Tuesday, we will get the final 2 tracks. So Denver and Salt Lake. Very cool, very awesome. 2 great Supercross tracks here. Moving on to the final part of the video, the physics adjustment to the experimental 450 Pro Physics bike. I guess. But yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't use this bike very much. I just prefer the original physics. That's how the game came out, and that's how I've been playing it. So that's what I prefer. The most I play with the Pro Experimental Physics would be for these update videos. So I don't have, a bunch of time with it. I know a lot of people really, really love these physics and think they're far superior and better. And I won't argue. With you. Maybe they are. But the way I enjoy, or the way I play the game, I enjoy the original physics. So I can't compare it too much. I would say in the air it does feel better. It was kind of slow before in the beginning, then they sped it up, and now they kind of pulled it back a bit. And then the cornering definitely feels better. I think it's getting there. It's not there yet, but the cornering does feel better. The automatic transmission, it's better. Yes, I would say it's better, but it isn't as good as the original physics transmission, the automatic transmission. And I would say it's probably mostly because of the clutch boost. This bike doesn't have the same clutch boost that the other bike has, right? So obviously that's going to affect the automatic transmission. So It definitely feels better, but like I said, I don't have a ton of time with the bike, so somebody that prefers these physics, if you're watching, your opinion and your input would be much more important and much more meaningful than what I have to say. But yeah, I don't think it's there yet, but it is better for sure, and more. It's getting more enjoyable to use this bike, even though I don't prefer it. It is getting more enjoyable. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.